The Good and the Beautiful Marine Biology Science Unit Study, geared for grades 3 through 8, although there is an activity book for younger siblings to join in, that's K through 2, and there are extension lessons for 7th through 8th graders. Time for a real page turner. All right, let's take a look inside these. There's the student journal, the unit study guide, and then these 2 books that go along with it. Now, there is a separate book too that you can get for 7th and 8th graders that's called Explore the Ocean Floor. And they do have other books that they recommend that you can use to go along with this study as well. So right here, Marine Biology for grades 3 through 8. And like I said, they also have an activity book for K through 2nd graders if they want to join along. And I have not seen inside that, but I have seen what the 7th through 8th extension journal would look like. So I can put in some information on that. So right here at the beginning, it's talking about the journal that they'll use, which is that separate book I just showed you. Starting a science wall that includes their vocabulary words. It has these little icons that'll show when you use these certain things, like watching videos online and who it's meant for. This shows you the books that go along with it. And then over here it shows the one for the 7th through 8th grade. Here it tells you what your supplies will be that are needed for these different lessons. And then it shows you your vocabulary words. So these you'll hold on to and they'll let you know when to add them to your wall. Or you could use, you know, a board and something that you could put away. All right, each lesson tells you right up at the top what lesson it is, gives you the objective, anything that you have to prepare, and then these icons tell you as you go what you're going to be doing. It's a typical Good and Beautiful where, you know, it's very open and go here. Read to the children. Imagine that we are all standing safely on the top of these cliffs overlooking the ocean. So, you know, just very much that scripted type of curriculum. The experiments are built right in, as you can see. And then, of course, artwork, which is very good and beautiful as well. Here we've got ocean currents. All right, so that's what one lesson looked like in here. And then in the student journal, this is the one for grades 3 through 6. And they also have one for 7 and 8, which really is the same as this. It just has the extension lessons added on. And it looked like some, you know, like lined pages for other notes as well. So they would all have this page where it talks about this experiment that we did and this experiment, and that's it for lesson 1 for the grades 3 through 6. And I can show you what 7th through 8th would look like here, where they have that breakout extension lesson as well. I thought this looked kind of neat, the different zones that they have, and you would cut out the pictures here and put them on for what zone they belong in. Kind of a neat activity visual. And they have it here too, so they've already seen it. Look at these pictures. This quality is really good on the pictures. Now this is the one that you can get for free, so you can try this style of science and see if you like it before you get a different one. But this book itself is $20. So, you know, you might not be able to print it for that, especially with this quality of the pictures. So it might be worth it to you either way. And the student journals, this younger one was $6.50. The 7th through 8th grade is $7. Both of those are included in the free download. And then the separate activity book for K through 2nd grade was $6.50 as well. And then the books, of course, would be a separate amount. All right, so let's take a look inside these 2 read aloud books. They are both published by The Good and the Beautiful. And in that, they do have a couple similarities. This is Dive, Explore Coral Reefs Around the World. So this is following a friend as they go around and explore different coral reefs. And they send postcards back. So here's the first postcard saying what they're going to do, tells you where they're going, So this is a great opportunity to grab your map, look it up, show the kids, and then each one will give information on certain animals that they've seen or things that they've seen at that coral reef. So some of the similarities here, it's like here you'll have more in-depth information, and here they kind of put it in a nutshell. So if you have a younger student, you might not read as much of the information, do more looking at the pictures and just reading the overview. But what a fun idea to have different postcards coming back from different places. I like that. That's really cool. Dangerous Sea Creatures. This one is also broken up into more in-depth information and then kind of an overview. So same thing here, depending on the age of your kids, might determine how much you get into it, what you read. My kids really enjoyed this book. They were asking me, read the next one, read the next one. So that's always a good sign. And of course, being dangerous animals, you know, that's makes it interesting for them. Excited. So I thought this was well done. I like the unit study approach. I like that it's scripted and simple to follow. I like the good quality pictures in it. I love when you can do science all together as a family. This has a lot of great benefits like that. Remember that real life is messy and beautiful, and better with books. Always takes a couple for me to figure out what the heck I want to say. There is a younger activity book that is available for younger siblings. There is an activity pack book. There is an activity book that you can get for younger siblings, ages or for grades K through 2. That's all, folks. Was one of the student journals. Nice. Okay. Here they kind of put it in a more depth, more in-depth information. This, the marine biology, you can actually purchase as a free purchase.